group up. Malia. Yes, sorry, Malia Racing.
That's their thing. It's the new castle.
That's cute. It's much more
All
pleasant.
right. Good afternoon, denizens of the Nerdatorium. How's everybody doing tonight?
Meh.
Awesome. We're excited to show you what we've been working on the past few weeks. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our team. My name is Nick Wernimont. This is Lukas Udstuen, Ted Karanikolas, Susan Rehl, and Mr. Craig J. Waldron. Together we are Team Malia Dragon Boat Racing. And to start this off, we may need to clarify a little bit what dragon boat racing is. So dragon boat racing is a competitive nautical sport that dates back as far back as 2,000 years ago. It is Chinese in origin. And the boats themselves are rather long because they have to house a large team and typically have dragon heads on the edge of them. Now, Team Malia, our client, competes in competitions all over the United States and Canada. It's a big area, a lot of traveling. Team sizes in dragon boat racing can range anywhere from 10 to 20, even 30 in some cases. As you can imagine, managing a team this size is tough work. It takes a lot of diligence. But when you travel, this only becomes more work. That is why Tina Jungrande of the Team Malia Dragon Boat Racing Team and her daughter, prime graduate Courtney Onyx, came to us looking to automate their process of accommodation and travel. Now, a lot of you may know when you travel, gathering your itinerary, getting these things organized, it's a pain in the butt. It's hard to do. You have a family, that compounds. Stop and imagine for a minute actually having to organize an itinerary for 20 to 30 people, many of whom may have people accompanying them, friends, family, whoever. When you really take into context what that means, organizing travel arrangements, booking hotels, figuring out who's staying in what room, schedule practice times, all these things, this becomes a full-time job very quickly. But to really dig into the problem and give you guys an idea of how we decided to begin to solve it, I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Lukas Udstuen.
Thank you, Nick. First, let's take a look at different types of problems. As we know, there are some types of problems that are very direct. There's a clear solution, there's a clear beginning, middle, and end. And then other types of problems can be more complex. This is the type of problem that we face and that Team Malia Dragon Boat Racing faces in reserving hotel rooms. There is a clear beginning, there's a clear middle, and then there's a point where things take a hard right turn and get more complicated. So let's take a step back and see how the process works. Dragon boat racing schedules are typically assigned between November and February of each year. The coaches will typically look through those schedules and decide which races they'd like to commit to. Once committed to a race, they'll then go to the paddlers. They'll send out a high-level survey with questions such as, are you interested in attending this event? Are you interested in bringing anybody else to the event? Maybe family members, friends, that sort of thing. Then they ask about the lodging. They want to know, are you staying in the hotel block that we're reserving as a team? Or are you staying in another type of lodging situation, such as an Airbnb? If you are staying in the hotel block with us, they'll also need to know, would you like to come by yourself? Do you have family or friends that would like to stay with you? That sort of thing. So the surveys come back. Meanwhile, the coaches are looking through different hotels in the area to find out where that hotel block would be. And once they decided on a hotel, that's where things get more complicated. Then the follow-ups go. They'll go back to a certain paddler with questions such as, you wanted to stay in a room with one other person. Turns out we don't have another person for you to stay with. Would you be okay with rooming by yourself or with 4 other people? And then even when the coaches think they might have everything all figured out, well then maybe a paddler cancels, and then things change again. So as you can see, it gets pretty complicated. Currently, Team Malia has all of their information housed on a Google Drive spreadsheet. The bottom of the spreadsheet includes tabs for each individual race. And because the races happen all throughout the year, each specific reservation process can be at a different point. So the first tab might have a concrete hotel that the team will be staying in, concrete room assignments, that sort of thing. And then you go one tab over, and there's a list of hotels, there's answers to survey questions, that sort of thing. So this is the current state of Team Malia Racing. talk about how we solve this problem, I'll hand you over to my classmate Ted for a short TED Talk.
Thank you, Lucas. My fellow developer and paddler Craig told me that Tina has entered our team into a new competition. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our team's webpage and I'm going to log in. Upon logging in, I'll see at the bottom of the page that yes, indeed, there's the Northern California Dragon Boat Festival. While clicking on the festival, I'll see the general event details, and at the bottom, there's a prompt for me to take the survey. Upon clicking the survey, I'll decide, yeah, I do want to go to this event, and yes, I do want to stay in the team hotel block. And I want, as always, a room by myself. I want that to be a king-size bed, and I want to be as far away from Craig as possible. He tends to snore, and I need my beauty rest on the eve of the competition. So once I've done that, Tina now has a better idea of my needs for travel. And the next thing I have to do, I was told that when he reached the phase where I can assign myself to a hotel room for another event. Back on the homepage, I'll see that there's the Lake Champlain Dragon Boat Festival. And upon clicking on that, I'll see that I can assign myself to a hotel room. Upon landing on the page, I'll see, oh, there's my king-size room, and I'm going to put my name there so I can make sure that it's reserved for me. Once this is done, I'm going to go back to the homepage because I can't quite remember whether or not I filled out a survey for the Bemidji Dragon Boat Festival. And after I click on that, I can see, oh, I did. My work here is done. To further illuminate the process behind the hotel selection, event creation, and room addition, I'm going to hand it over to Susan Rehl.
Thank you, Ted. Well, Tina, our administrator, has just found out about a new race that Team Malia wants to compete in, the Paddle West. So in order for her to set up this event, after she logs in, she goes to the admin section to the Create Event tab. Here she can enter the basic data about the race, including any notes that she needs to record for her future reference. After she clicks the Create Event button, then she is directed to the events page where the data that she entered is displayed. This page is also now available to the paddlers as well. So now Tina knows that it's time to send out the survey for the paddlers' hotel room accommodation preferences. So Tina then sends an email announcing this new race and inviting the paddlers to take the survey by a deadline that she determines. So the Paddle West race is now completely set up and ready to start. But Tina's not done yet. There's another race coming up, the Lake Champlain race, and she just remembered that the surveys should have all passed the deadline. Everyone's survey should be in. So she needs to review those surveys. So in order to do this, she goes into the admin section, and in the events tab, she selects Lake Champlain for the drop-down menu. This creates a dashboard for this event with everything she needs to know. The basic data, the hotel, if a hotel has yet been assigned, and even what phase of planning she's in, whether she's in the survey phase or the hotel room assignment phase. And also, most importantly, it shows the results of all of the paddlers' answers to all of the survey questions. Tina can very easily see how many rooms she needs to book and what kind of rooms. So Ted can get his king-size room. Next, Tina goes to the Hotel List tab to get the contact information for the hotels that she's going to reach out to negotiate rates for a hotel room block. All of the hotels she's used in the past are populated on this page already, and she can also add a new hotel if necessary. Later, after Tina has negotiated some fantastic rates at a great hotel, she goes back to the Events tab to assign that hotel to this race. Now Tina goes to the Hotel Room Builder section of the Admin section, and she starts to create the rooms. She will enter the specific data for each particular room, and don't forget Ted's king-size room. And each room will show as a row in the table below. Each room is fully editable at any time. And that's good because we just found out that Ted has to cancel. Well, maybe buy that king-size room, Ted, too bad. So it's easy for Tina to simply delete that room. And later, if Ted changes his mind and decides to participate in this race, Tina can easily add a room in for him as well. And also later in the process, when Tina knows the actual hotel room numbers, she can enter them here for future reference for both herself and for the paddlers. When the rooms are all set up to Tina's liking, then she can email the paddlers to invite them to go to the room assignment page and select their room as Ted has demonstrated earlier. Then later, when all of the paddlers have selected their rooms and it's completed, Tina can go to the room assignment page, review the information, make any edits that are necessary in case someone's kicked Ted out of his king-size room. She can make sure that it'll stay that way for him. And she can download this information as a PDF and send it to the hotel to make the final room reservations. So Team Malia is now set up for their upcoming races. And now here's Craig to wrap things up.
Thank you, Susan. As you just saw, Tina and Team Malia had a process that took a lot of time and a lot of energy in order for them to manage their accommodations for upcoming events. We know our application will remove that burden from them and allow them to focus on what's really important: winning. I know, winning is not everything.
Yes,
We
it
really want Team Malia to win. And we know they can win, because those are their medals and their gold. We would like to take this time to thank our client, Tina and Team Malia. We're so thankful for this opportunity to work with them. We've greatly enjoyed this project every step of the way. Thank you to our instructors, Dev, Nilly, and Casey. You guys have taught us so much about software development. You've taught us so much more about skills that are essential for our careers and for our lives. So thank you. Thank you to the Prime staff for all that you've done. You guys work so hard day in and day out, and it's truly an inspiration and encouragement for us all. The rest of the cohort, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Again, this is Team Malia. This is Nick Wernimont, Lukas Udstuen. This is Ted Karanikolas, Susan Rehl, and I'm Craig Waldron. If you'd like to hear more about our application or our process as a team, please grab one of us after the presentations, and we'd love to tell you more. Thank you.